Now, as we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3. And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco. He's never been known as a quarterback who's had huge numbers year in and year out. In 2017, 18 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, puts him about in the middle of the pack. Yards per game are under 200 yards for the first time since his rookie year. But when you give him a running game and you get him into the playoffs, he's tough to beat. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock. Now Flacco. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. The Panthers and Patriots, these two teams met a year ago, week 4. Graham Gano hit a 48-yarder at the buzzer to win it 33-30. But the most memorable game, I would say, Super Bowl 38 between these two teams. That's exactly right. The Patriots won that game 32-29. So here they are. The Panthers flipping it around and winning by 3. In New England. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Passing play, Flacco. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Cassius Marsh. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at? For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Rosen will throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And he's able to find Diggs.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hurry up, here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Morris. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Carolina getting set to take the... field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now Williams, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. On second down, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
On third down, Rosen. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Rosen looking to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Third and long here for Rosen. The throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. They go back to the ground with Williams. A good move. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Rosen. Out to the left, it's complete to Daxon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Emerson Griffin able to drop him. On third down, it's Morris. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touch. On second down, here's Rosen. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from Fort. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, Thing here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun on third down is Rosen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And Diggs has it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he checks this one down to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
3-19!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I don't care how calm, cool, collected you carry yourself. I don't care how contained you are in your emotions. Your first touchdown pass in the NFL is awfully special. And Josh Rosen is always...
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That goes for a gain of 31. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Rosen. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rosen. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to test every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Dancing to his left. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. All right, so they... They'll throw here. Beathard. He finds Roberts. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on run to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rosen to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now it's Rosen. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
One final shot here for Rosen. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
This will be fielded at the 8. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.